Canberra mothers Joyce Das and Sadia Afrin forged a lasting friendship when their sons were born within 4 days of each other during the COVID-19 lockdowns. The pair, a gender equality consultant and civil engineer, were both born in Bangladesh and share a commitment to help other multicultural women uprooted from their birth countries and also who may be experiencing social isolation and cultural dislocation. And what a pleasure it is to have Joyce and Sadia back in the studio with me here on ABC Radio Canberra. Welcome back, Joyce and Sadia.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you. Adrian. Nice to see you again.
And a happy birthday to Sadia.
Oh, thank you so
and
much.
Thanks for spending it with us here on 666, Sadia.
Yeah, it was my pleasure.
Tell me more about how and why you chose to form such a lasting friendship.
So it was quite organic actually with Sadia. We met each other during COVID lockdowns. We were new mothers, as you said. Our sons were born apart, 4 days apart. And as new mothers, we were navigating, parenthood in a challenging time. But then we started discovering, each other's passion and each other's interests. And we found that there is a shared common interest, to work with multicultural women in Canberra. And because we know how challenging that phase could be for a woman, leaving their country, leaving home, and settling in a new country. So all these things actually brought us together, and that's how we started our collaboration.
Sadia, tell me about Crafting My Story, your initiative, what its ambition is.
So initially, Crafting My Story, when we thought like we can create, umbrella for multicultural women. We can create an online platform where we can promote, we can sell the multicultural women handcrafted product. Then it's, of course, has so many other dimension as well. The main purpose of that Crafting My Story was like women like us, the multicultural women who is in here, like far away from home, and they're maybe busy at home, maybe at work, but deep down in their heart, they are actually a crafter. They love to do some like painting, some earring making, or some crochets or whatever. It could be their passion. It could be their profession. But sometimes we found like it's really hard for a woman to run a business alone. And then we thought like, how if we create one umbrella where like 10, 15, 100 women can work together and we can share these, like all these admin costs, all these marketing and all these strategies, all these, how to expose the customers and how to show our stuff to the broader community, So from there, we thought like it's best to have one nice social enterprise, and that's Crafting My Story.
And in just a moment, we're going to be meeting one of the women who's involved in your initiative. She's with us in the studio. But before we get to meet that lovely woman who's smiling opposite me, just how many women in our community are now involved with your social enterprise? How has it grown since we last spoke to you as part of our coverage on ABC TV?
Yeah, we have actually grown quite significantly in a sense that many women have started showing their interests to join us. So at the moment, we have about 20 women, involved with us, doing their crafting. So some of them, they provide their voluntary services to us as well. And so in Canberra, we have about 10, 12 women at the moment with us. But, women from interstate started coming to us and said, we would like to join you. So we already have women from Victoria, New South Wales, even Northern Territory. So this has been an amazing experience for us.
Yeah, I can see you smiling. How does it feel? Because you're juggling a lot. You've got the home front, you've got your full-time serious careers in Canberra, and then you've got this passion project. How do you feel about what you've achieved so far?
Yeah, I think we are doing really good. I know, we are not in there where we up to, like where we really want to go. But saying so, with all of our side hustle and like a serious career, we still feel like we are doing well, both me, Joyce, and our crafter. So
good to hear. It's a pretty serious side hustle. There's a lot of love that's gone into it. Let's meet Ghodsi Laleh, who is one of the women who's chosen to be part of Crafting My Story here in Canberra. First, welcome, Yuma, to
Thank you.
Ghodsi, tell us more about your life, your heritage, and also the 20 years in Canberra.
Yeah, sure. The country I come from, which is Iran, was actually a great artistic influence in my life. From the carpets covering the floors of the home I grew up in, to the traditional dresses, art actually is ingrained in the culture and the tradition of Iran. All of these things fascinated me since childhood and eventually pushed me toward going out and learning skills such as painting and embroidery. So I would spend my time during my summer holiday in Iran learning these skills all the way until I finished my master's degree in plant physiology in Iran. After I finished my studies, we moved to Australia, where I found a job in Canberra.
And
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah, the time just flies.
How connected, Ghodsi, do you feel to the Iranian community in Canberra?
Yeah. Actually, I believe in Australia we all have the opportunity to learn about the diverse cultures and backgrounds of all different nations, which is a great opportunity in Australia. So I try my best to connect with people of different backgrounds wherever possible. But because I still love and celebrate our traditional Iranian holidays, such as Persian New Year, which we call Nowruz, I look for opportunities to combine my art with these cultural events of ours. So I'm designing for that, and yeah.
You're a very busy lady. So how has being part of Crafting My Story influenced your life and your creative practice, Ghodsi?
How is influence my life? Actually, ever since I started working with crafting my story, I have actually become more active in my art career. In the workshop I held recently with Crafting My Story, which was my first workshop as an instructor, I received a lot of encouragement from my students after the session, which pushed me to continue teaching my artistic knowledge to others. The support which I have received from Crafting My Story has increased my confidence in running more classes in future, which is a great help for me. This group has helped me to take the next step in my art career, which is teaching students the skill and the techniques that I have learned over the years. And also, Crafting My Story, they helping me to find the right audiences for my handmade products, which is a wonderful help and support for my small business.
Can you describe your handmade products, what they look like and their function?
Yeah, sure. I've started my art journey in painting first, and I just kept taking the photos from landscape in Australia and do paintings, combining the different pictures together and creating a new paintings. So, but I come across in social media, I watch a video first by an artist woman who was making polymer clay earrings.
And polymer clay, they're so popular, right?
Absolutely, because of the the color, the vibrant colors,
lightweight.
Exactly, lightweight, and also the patterns, so many, areas for artists to create the new patterns and designs. So I really liked it, and I just kept watching more videos and learn more about it, and my art journey just. In my art journey, I just started to go to the new area, which I didn't think in the beginning of, when I was doing paintings and going to all paintings classes. I just wanted, to create these patterns and like the paintings that I'm doing with brushes, but with the different colors of polymer clay, to create a new pattern on the earrings or pendants. And I when seeing a woman wearing the creation which I have poured my heart into gives me a lot of joy.
I can imagine. I can't take my eyes off the earrings and the pendant that you're wearing. I wonder if that is exactly what you've been describing to me. Yeah. They're so beautiful. They look like a mosaic. Exactly. Just the definition of all the different colours. Really beautiful. Well done. They're very, very memorable.
Thank you so much.
Ghodsi, so obviously I can hear how rewarding it has been for you to teach and share your practice with other women. Is that enough, or is it also important that your crafting and your art practice is an important income source in your life here in Australia?
For me individually, yes, it's a source of income for me. Handmade products, even though in the beginning I didn't think about it, and I just made something for myself, and then I extended my creations to make something for my relatives and friends. But after I watched so many videos and I learned more about the techniques, and my skills grow. So I wanted I created more, and I wanted to just bring my handmade to the market. But for an emerging artist, and especially for the migrant women who don't know about the Australian environment as much, in the market, and also there are so many barriers for the emerging artists to start their career in the artwork, such as, for example, I had all of this barrier in the beginning, like how to create a website, how to look after how to update a website, how to introduce yourself in the social media. All of these, they all are a lot barrier that may stop the emerging artists in the beginning. So they need some support. Crafting My Story is a wonderful group, friendly. They provide this friendly environment for the emerging artists to bring their handmade products, and they are helping them to sell their artworks and they receive encouragement, which emotionally as an artist we need that. And it's wonderful.
Yeah, it sounds like a great tribe, Ghodsi. You're very persuasive in the way you describe Canberra's social enterprise, Crafting My Story. That's what we're talking about on 666 ABC Radio Canberra Afternoons. You just heard Ghodsi Laleh, who was born in Iran but has been living here in Canberra for more than 20 years. Also with us are the co-founders of that successful social enterprise, Sadia and Joyce. Sadia is celebrating her birthday today with us, whilst also celebrating the achievements of this social enterprise in Canberra, alongside a very busy family life and 2 professional careers. So just how much have you expanded, and what have been the challenges that you still face in this work in our community and advancing opportunities for girls and women in our community?
We have expanded our work quite a bit, actually, since we started. We only started with an online shop, and then that's it, initially. But then slowly we have actually came closer to the community, closer to the women, in terms of not only through an online venture, but also through other activities. For example, one exciting work that we have been doing, what Ghodsi has been talking about, is are the crafting workshops. So this became a very popular, sessions especially for women, and we have been offering, regular crafting workshops in a couple of suburbs in Canberra. And we often, use our, the skills, in-house skills, the crafters that we have with us, working with us. They become the instructors. Community women comes in, they come in and they do something beautiful at the end of the workshop. So these are like short 2 hours workshop. You don't need any skills. Actually, it's a very relaxing space, and you make new friends, meet new women. It's an absolutely amazing experience for us.
If our listeners would like to find you in the community, obviously they can put Crafting My Story into any search engine and find your dedicated website. You're also on social media. But where are you physically in Canberra, and how often now?
So at this moment, we are working with the Suburban Land Agency's Mingle team. So if they are looking for Whitlam Mingle team page or Taylor Mingle page, so easily they provide our information of the session. So currently we are doing bi-monthly workshop. So that because we are targeting most of women Saturday lunchtime. So of course we don't want to do too often to give them, a bit of pressure. Rather, we are trying to give them a space. Then they will feel, or they will get that urge to come and learn something new, meet with friends or bring up friends and have a good timing. But always, if the audience are following our page, we're always up to date with our events.
Here we are ahead of an ACT election. So what's at the top of your election wish list for the candidates, and what would make it easier for other women like you to thrive and prosper, particularly with social enterprises?
I think this is a very crucial time for all of us actually coming together and work to break all these barriers and the things that are stopping women from doing things that they want to do. In terms of coming from a social enterprise and working through, communities, I think increased funding for multicultural, women as well as their work is very important. So that's definitely one of the, top in our wish list. I think we need more sort of policies and programs in place, promoting diversity and inclusion, not only in the workplaces or community, but I think everywhere. So I think a more targeted approaches, I think we need in terms of that. We'd love to see greater representation of culturally diverse voices in government and decision-making, levels and processes. And definitely increase support for social enterprises, through dedicated funding and resources, as I have mentioned, and, creating a space where we can network and, know each other and show our work would be great.
Well, congratulations on everything you and the women involved in Crafting My Story have achieved. It's a lot, and it was so wonderful to hear about how it's continued to thrive and grow and grow. Congratulations. Happy birthday, Sadia Afrin, Joyce Das, and one of the women involved in Crafting My Story, Ghodsi Laleh. Lovely to meet you, Ghodsi, and very best of luck with your continued artistic practice and teaching in our community.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you.